Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. My name is Mel and I am excited to present you my solution for the code challenge Slack OpenAI integration. So, as outlined in the project requirements, our task was to integrate the Slack with OpenAI to create a feature that sends the content of a Slack channel to OpenAI and generates a condensed summary. It looks like this. On a Slack, we need to extract the message and then send to the OpenAI API to the prompt, then process the information in a function that will be the generate summary. And this we will process also to create an Slack post and then post this summary on the Slack channel. To address this challenge, I took an approach inspired by the feedback customer service. I developed two key functions. First, the generateResume function. Basically, it is triggered by a command that is slash OpenAI. This trigger the function that obtains the 30 minutes ago message on the channel and then create a const that is all message. It map all the message and concat in just one paragraph. Then it is on the generateResume function and is posted to this as a summary on the Slack. And also I have a findSentiment function that is based on events. So when we have a new message, it triggers on the OpenAI API findSentiment function that receive this message and then process and define if this sentiment is positive, if post the a thumbs up emoji or upside down. Now let's dive into the code and understand how these functions work in our solutions. First of all, we need to import the necessary dependencies and set up the environment. This ensures a smooth integration between Slack, OpenAI, and our application. We can see we are using the Slack bot from Slack, the OpenAI, and then to manage our API key as a secret, and not to export this on the code directly. Also, we have a generateResume function. This function basically is working with the model text DaVinci 003. We input the prompt to provide a concise summary on the concatenate message. It is interesting on this function that we use the temperature of 0.2 because we don't need a lot of creativity. We need to be the most closer to the real message. And also, the other interest parameter is that we use a max number of tokens of 300 because this summary could be long. On the other hand, we have the findSentiment function. It has the same model, but this time the temperature is 0 because we need to be real. We need to be close, exactly what we input. So at the same time, the max tokens it is lower because it only will output the word negative or positive. It's important to highlight that on this function we need to pre-process a little the response because we need to be consistent on to enter on the loop, on the if comparison loop. So we lowercase all the result, and also delete if the post if in on the end is a dot. Also, we have two more essential handlers in our code. This one is a Slack listen event handler. This event is triggered when a message is received in the Slack channel. It fills out, it verifies if the message is of a type message is not from a bot, and then what it does is to make a comparison. If it is positive, it posts a reaction to thumbs up. If not, it posts the thumbs down. It is integrated with the react emoji, so this works in this way. Also, we have the Slack/command handler. This handler is triggered when the /OpenAI command. First of all, what it does is takes all the messages of the last 30 minutes, and then it concatenates all the messages, and it is passed on the generateResume function, and then post the message on the Slack channel. Okay, so now let's see the solution in action in this video demo. Here I have prepared some GPT-3 generated feedback message about an online banking service. I will copy and paste into the Slack channel one of these, so you can see. First of all, I want to see the reaction. It has reacted as a positive, and it is true, and it is added to the feedback positive channel, as you can see. Also, now with all this message, I will I will paste some other message because has passes more than half hour. Give me a moment. I have other 4 messages, and now we'll add the last one. So now what I will do is enter the command /OpenAI, and it will generate the summary. So let's see. It is a summary. Right. So to finish, I would like to say that for this solution, the architecture was based on the Slack API and the React channeler, Node.js, OpenAI API, and the Google Cloud Platform. As future improvement, I would say that an alternative approach would be to automate the process and activate it after a certain period, reading only the unread message. The current segmentation is limited to positive or negative, but it could be expanded to include categories such as bugs, improvement, recognition, complaints, health, new features. This will facilitate customer support and continuous product improvement. The initial idea of this was to summary inside each channels, but didn't work as expected. But I think it could be possible with a little more of time. And last, it could be beneficial to integrate directly with message source like emails, forms, WhatsApp, and Telegram. So thank you all for your attention. My name is Jit, and you can find more about me and my work on my Bento profile. I'm excited to hear from you from your feedback and answer any questions you may have. So goodbye.